On this edition of French Dish with Summer and Christy, we take you to the Bigot Chocolate and Pastry Shop, located in the heart of Amboise, right across from the Royal Château. This is a must-visit for any trip to Amboise with its delicious chocolates and also pastries and beautiful cakes. Join us as we chat with Christiane, the owner, and her daughter, Paola. What brought you to Amboise?
Yes, as my grandfather was here in 1913.
Since 1913?
He made bread in this place.
Okay.
It's very small before. This is in the front. It was the shop.
Yes.
He made bread, and my grandmother sent bread in 1913.
So you've been here since 1913.
Yes.
So originally making bread, not chocolates.
Not chocolate. Bread.
Okay. And when did the chocolate making start?
40 years ago.
Just 40 years ago.
40 or 50, yes, because la mode du chocolat.
Yes.
Ce n'est pas très ancien, les chocolateries.
D'accord, okay. This photo can be found on all of the menus of the Bigot Chocolate and Pastry Shop. Christiane points out to us all the people in the photo. To the right is her grandfather, next to him is her grandmother, and to the left is her great-grandmother holding the little brother of her mother, and to the left, they believe, is a neighbor. Christiane's grandmother was really modern for her times. She already wrote in English on the shop window, 5 o'clock tea chocolate. They welcomed already back then the first international visitors from England. Today they welcome people from all over the world, and it's a favorite with locals too. Okay, so in addition to the chocolate shop, you also have a patisserie for pastries. Can you tell us a little bit what you offer as well?
Yes, many traditional pastries. We have five, comment on dit, opéra, c'est en italien. Ouvriers, 5 ouvriers pour les gâteaux et 3 pour le chocolat.
5 pastry chefs and 3 chocolate makers, is that right? Okay.
Yes.
And they're excellent. The cakes, for example, I know around Christmas time, everyone would loves to have your bûche de Noël, which is a traditional Yule log or Christmas cake coming from Bigot, is very famous. That's fantastic.
Le puits d'amour.
Un puits d'amour.
Love well. Love well. Puits d'amour. It's a little cake with custard cream, ram, caramel on the top. Very good, very traditional cake. And many cakes we make.
Okay, so you can come in and buy chocolates, you can come in and buy pastries, but there's also this salon de thé where we're seated right now. And what can people enjoy here is a light meal as well as some
all day for le petit déjeuner, le brunch.
Oui, le brunch, okay.
Nous servons des brunchs
Oui.
toute la journée.
And for the kids especially, or for people like myself who love it, incredible ice cream sundaes as well, right?
Traditionnelle glacerie, maison.
Pour les visiteurs qui viennent, est-ce qu'il y a la possibilité d'apprendre, faire des stages ou autre?
Oui. Oui.
Qu'est-ce que vous proposez?
On fait des ateliers donc avec nos chocolatiers, donc juste à côté, à 1 minute de la boutique au pied du château.
D'accord. Et qu'est-ce qu'on peut apprendre à faire?
À faire du chocolat, donc on s'est montré à faire les tablettes, les mendiants, des petits bonbons de chocolat comme ça.
Des choses comme ça?
Oui, et déguster les différents types de chocolat.
Ah, super. Ah bah, ma fille... je vais organiser ça pour elle, elle adore le chocolat, moi aussi, donc c'est super.
Et c'est pour les enfants comme pour les adultes.
C'est pour les enfants, bah, c'est parfait, ok. Et les petits groupes sont à partir de combien de personnes?
5 personnes.
De 5 personnes, pas plus?
À partir de 5 personnes, et après ça peut aller, selon la période, à 8-10 personnes. Un petit vraiment atelier, on reste en petit groupe pour que chacun puisse confectionner ses chocolats.
Super.
Et qui partent fièrement avec
leur création. Oui. Here, Paola takes us behind the scenes to what she calls the pastry lab. She introduces us to Manon. Here, she's responsible for making the pastry dough. We also meet Pascal and Kevin. Pascal is responsible for making the small cakes, and then there's Kevin who manages the lab and makes small cakes and towers. We see here a very large chocolate praline cake, delicious. It has a wonderful crunch. Arrive in the morning to start?
It depends at 5 or at 6 a.m.
5 or 6 a.m. Wow, early morning calls.
Yeah, especially kind of things like that. They are doing pastry, little cakes, okay. And me and someone else who's not here today, we are doing pastries, like a lot of things with this machine. Yes. Yeah, like tarts, croissant, pain au chocolat, viennoiserie, yeah, this kind of stuff. And they are doing beautiful cakes.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess this is a secret recipe for your pastry dough.
This is Bigot recipe.
Yes.
Ça sent le chocolat. Bonjour.
This instrument is called la guitare. Like a guitar, it has fine strings, metal strings, that enable the chocolate maker to make very precise cuts of the big morsel of chocolate. So we are looking at a big square of praline chocolate. And just before making the cut, he actually uses a technique called chablonner in French, and it is a technique where you put a very fine coat of melted chocolate on the top of the chocolate square, and this will protect the chocolate pieces when the cuts are made. And just before making the final cut, he changes the strings of la guitare, and we will have very small pieces.
Et au départ, c'est un carré, puis après, on a des petits bonbons comme ça.
At the beginning, we have a square, and after cutting, we have small bonbons, small candies that are about bite size. So praline chocolates.
Yes, my husband is Italian. And why? My girl, the name is Paola.
Paola. So
Paola
is, do you speak Italian as well?
A little bit.
A little bit of Italian. And
Si.
So there's a big Italian influence in Amboise, of course, because of the history with Leonardo da Vinci. We recently had the 500th anniversary of Leonardo da Vinci's death in 2019, and there were big celebrations, and you had many Italians coming here on pilgrimage to honor that. So I'm just going to show you a couple of the chocolates that you can get here, and they're so fun because they're really tied to the town of Amboise. This one is a milk chocolate.
Yes.
This is a milk chocolate made this morning.
Yes, with a little orange inside and praline.
Oh, a little orange and praline inside. Yes. It says Bigot 100 ans.
For the birthday of the house.
For the 100th anniversary of Bigot here. This one, well, there's a gentleman, it's in gold leaf.
Leonard.
Yeah, this is Leonard de Vinci, who, as we all know now, in Amboise, lived here the last 3 years of his life and is buried at the Château Royal d'Amboise in the cathedral, in the chapel of Saint-Hubert. And this one, we have another milk chocolate.
François Ier de King. With milk chocolate, very soft.
As the milk chocolate. And is there any special taste in this one?
It's a ganache. It's a fresh cream.
A fresh cream. Okay. And the one for Leonard is?
And Leonard, it's a Jean du Jean noisette, praline of nuts, very fine praline.
Okay. And this last one that we have?
The castle.
The castle of Amboise. The Château Royal of Amboise. Christiane shares with us the Bigot guest book, the Livre d'Or. Make sure you sign when you come in. You'll find signatures and comments and compliments from people from all over the world. And you'll always receive the warmest welcome. So I'm going to eat Leonardo da Vinci.
I just ate the king.
Okay.
Pas mal non plus. Comme choix. Mais je suis très fière que Paola reprenne la suite, bien sûr, hein, dans une maison comme ça.
Oui.
C'est important.
Donc c'est... We had an absolutely wonderful visit at Bigot, tasting the chocolates, discussing with Christiane and Paola, who gave us the warmest welcome as always, meeting the people behind the scenes, the chocolate makers, pastry makers, cake makers who make this an absolute institution in Amboise. Come by, tell them that Summer and Christy sent you, and remember you can buy chocolates and cakes and they pack them to go to travel with. So make sure to come in and visit, sign their guest book, and enjoy a wonderful, delicious tasting and absolutely fantastic visit. Enjoy!